like to call this meeting to order. Madam Treasurer?
Mr. Gebhardt?
Here.
Mrs. Seguin? Here. Ms. Garsarfin?
Here.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Mr. Parker?
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our group up here. To my far right is Board Member Brent Parker. To my right is Elaine Sequin, Vice President. I'm Mike Gebhardt. To my left is Board Member Annie Karstoffen. To her left is Len Hauser. To his left is our Superintendent, Ann Schloss. And to her left is our Treasurer, Colleen Aho. So at item B, we have board recognition. Madam?
We do, Mr. Gebhardt, and these are our favorite things to do, as we all know, is to recognize some of our wonderful students. But I'd like to call up Gregory Smith. He is our director of the orchestra, but they received a superior rating at the OMEA, which is the Conference for Music, right? Down in Columbus, and you know, they don't just give out these superior ratings, but we all know how wonderful our fine arts program is. But I'm going to let Mr. Smith say a few words and then hand out these wonderful certificates, and if they could come up and shake our hands.
Sounds good. So I just want to thank the Board of Education and Schloss for supporting the music department. You know, of course, with COVID kind of putting music and sports and things almost on a standstill. It's been hard to grow the programs back up to what they have been, and that's where Elyria really shines. And so I just want to take a moment to thank you guys so much for always supporting the music program at Elyria High School. And this year we were able to pull out that one, which we really worked hard for. So these students worked hard. Can you folks go ahead and stand up, come on up, and shake the board's hands. I think I've got almost everybody.
Congratulations.
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 Way to go. Good job, good job, good job. You got clammy going on? All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Mr. Taylor, I'm sure Mrs. Yates is proud of you. Congratulations. Congrats. Way to go. Thank you, Greg.
Oh, sorry. Congratulations. I'm sorry.
That's a good grip.
That's a nice handshake.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Good grip. Good grip. We did it.
Thank you. Good job, all. I guess we have visitors' comments tonight. This place is set aside for the comments by visitors. The school board encourages and appreciates citizens' interest in meeting of the school board. Normally, the board will meet twice a month, and we will make accommodations to allow participation. Persons wishing to address the board for up to 5 minutes may place their name on a sign-up sheet indicating the topic they wish to address, or make a written request to the treasurer's office 1 week in advance of the board meeting to speak for up to 15 minutes. Each meeting participant will be invited to speak directly to the board so that their remarks may be clearly heard and questions may be asked. Tonight we have is it Aletha Black? Pronounce that right? Would you come up to the podium and state your name and your address and what you're going to talk about.
Good evening, members of the Elyria Board. I am Elyria Black, mother of senior student athlete Myers Pendergrass. We reside at 1135 Melvin Lane here in Elyria, Ohio. Thank you for the opportunity to let me speak tonight. December 13, 2023, I made a post on social media stating As a coach, if you tear a player down every chance you get, please build them up as well. This post was made in regards to my daughter coming home in tears after a basketball game. I didn't receive a response to the post, but the following day, she informed me that there was a meeting and my child being the attended target. I let it go. I played sports when I was younger, and I know how insensitive coaches can be. But on February 14th, I received a text message from my daughter stating, "I'm literally in class. Coach Brown then did a fake knock on the door, then started yelling when I looked up, yelling about he needs the book bag and water bottle today." Like I was going to give it to him today. Those are her exact words. I responded and told my child to give him the bag and to be done with him. The season is over. The following week, February 26th, my daughter was approached by her track coach, Coach Belo, regarding her grades. That day also, I received a text message that Coach Brown had informed Coach Belo of my child's grades and my child's grades alone, stating, "Yeah, Mimi is going to be ineligible because she has an F." Once again, I felt like he was trying to bully and target my daughter. I called Belo that evening once I got off work, asked her about the phone conversation she and Coach Brown had, and she confirmed. Not only did she confirm the phone call, she also let me know that he only called about her. She also stated that she's genuinely cared for my child and that part of the reason why she showed up to most basketball games last season was to make sure that she was mentally okay and ready to focus on her next sports, which was track. March 10th, I'm getting my kids ready for bed. Also, I'm getting them ready for the school week ahead. And I received another text from my daughter stating that the banquet was the following day and that my child, as well as another child, was not invited. I asked her, did she ask him why? And did she know? She said that she tried to text him and got no response. I asked for the number. I texted and I also got no response. I then reached out to Athletic Director Heather Beck via email asking her if she had answers, and she told me to ask Coach Brown. Only then I noticed that my email to her was forwarded to Coach Brown, and that's when he responded. He said the season had concluded February 10th. My child did return to the following practice that Monday, and he was also told by a few peers that she was focusing on track, never confirming with her that that was it. He also stated that she hadn't fulfilled all athletic requirements within the district, and therefore she was no longer on the team. I asked what requirements had my child not fulfilled, knowing that she was a 4-year player on the Elyria basketball team. She told me that she really didn't care for the banquet. It would be nice if she could have went and supported the people that she played 15 months of basketball with, but she was not given that opportunity. I reached out to a student advocate of mine, Eric Bowens, to assist me like far as, the district requirements, because I didn't have any answers. With concerns is why I reached out to him. I stated to him that I felt like my child was being bullied by a man that I respected and trusted with my child. He advised me that it was time for us to let our voices be heard.
My name is Myja Pendergrass. I'm a senior at Elyria High. When I get into the details about the situation, it literally just makes me shake my head. A look into the season, I didn't play as much as I believe I should have as a senior. I was the defensive player of the year. Coach Brown is a very different person outside of being on his team. He has certain relationships with people on the team and not the team as a whole. I think that plays a huge part in how the season goes. He tells us all the time that nobody cares about us because we're Elyria. He does things just to throw it back in my face or use it against me. There has been multiple times he said something about my teammates' weight. He has screamed and cursed in my teammates' faces. He's taken basketballs and thrown them at the wall in anger, and he has also walked out of practices. I never really spoke about how I felt, but when I did, or my team did, he told us we were just emotional and always in our feelings. The first situation my mom talked about was the Facebook post she made. I never said anything about it. It already was tension. It got weird. He didn't talk to me for days. I felt like really uncomfortable and like I didn't belong. When I decided not to talk in practice, He said I was selfish and sensitive and didn't care about my team, and also said he didn't care because he was getting paid either way. My mom explained other situations in depth following that particular situation, but to be honest, I really would just like to say Coach Brown is not a bad human being. I just don't know why I was targeted. I would like to know, but I don't even think it matters now. This is something that I'll never be able to forget about. This is something that I'll never be able to forget about. This is my experience, and it mentally makes me feel terrible. I don't think he is fit to be a girls' basketball coach any longer. I believe I deserve my varsity letter and my 2-year award for being on varsity for 2 years and my 4 years of playing high school basketball. Although it was my choice to play, you need the physical education credit to graduate. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I just have one question. So did you play the season?
Yeah.
The
So-
whole season.
Okay, and you played all 4 years, and then this happened at the end of the season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody let her know that she wasn't invited to the bank. I was concerned because, it's her last year. Senior night was big for us, you know what I mean? And,
But it wasn't really big.
but to me, because I know she's pursuing track, you know what I mean? She's committed to a college already to run track, but I knew it would probably be her last time playing basketball.
Okay.
You said you need the credit for,
You have to have a physical education credit, so either you take gym or you play sports. I've been playing basketball and running track since 7th grade, so
well, you'd get that credit through track,
yeah.
enough to graduate. So it's not going to affect graduation.
No, not.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, young lady.
We don't have any Board of Education items, I do not think. Item G, Treasurer's Actions.
Minutes, the approval of the minutes, did you skip that one?
Yeah.
E?
E, Mike,
What?
approval of a minute?
Oh, yeah. Can I have a motion to accept the February monthly financial, no, that's, I'm
Just the minutes.
getting ahead of myself. May I have a motion to approve the Board of Education items as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Corrections? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Now, item G, Treasurer's Actions.
Yes, now me. We just have treasurer's actions to accept the financial report for the month of February 2024.
That's it. May I have a motion to accept the motion in item G, Treasurer's Actions?
Yeah, motion to accept.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Item H, Treasurer Other.
I have one item for treasurer other, resolved that having notified the city of Elyria of an application for tax abatement filed by Sunrise Hospitality seeking 100% abatement for 15 years on the construction of a new hotel at said property, the City School Board of Education approves this application only if the developers enters into an acceptable agreement with the board to reimburse the school district in the amount of not less than 100% of the lost taxes paid annually to the school district during the 15-year abatement period as requested.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the items recommended by the treasurer?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions?
Just, so the idea,
What happened?
There's an argument outside in the hallway.
He
that
has
what
no
it-
reason to go out there.
Did Tony go?
Tony,
Only two.
Tax abatement was really exciting.
so the idea,
That doesn't pass.
the idea is that the city is receiving a
At all.
tax abatement, but the school would still receive its money under agreement with the developers.
Correct, they're asking for their property taxes to be waived and abated, and we're okay with that as long as they make us whole.
As long as we're made
I
whole.
guess, right, yeah.
Okay.
anything else? Okay. Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Should we,
Should we stop him?
I asked Brian to have the sheriff here, so he may be
You
out
have
there.
Brian Koka out there, you have administration out there.
Yes,
is there- okay.
yes.
I think Heather
Just in
Beckman out there.
case.
It's up
All
to
right.
you. You're the
Trying to be
president. Do you
proactive.
feel that you need to?
Do what?
Shane
You're
went
the
out there.
president.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you feel
there's-
that you need to hold
Okay,
the
Okay,
meeting
if they're
for a
good out there, then
moment?
we'll keep going.
There's a sheriff out there. Yes.
Item I, Treasurer's Report.
I have just a small report. There were 2 issues on the ballot last night, issue 21 and issue 22, that passed. So I just wanted to thank the community support.
Thank you, Elyria, for your help.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think we have an item J, OFCC or OSFC report. How about item K, Superintendent Action Items?
I do have a few action items. Thank you, Mr. President. To approve the home instruction tutor for the following 23-24 school year. Also to approve the agreement with the city of Elyria for Officer Figula. I do have to say thank you to the city of Elyria. They've been very gracious in their commitment to helping the schools and working with us on this contract. So it's a 2-year contract, so thank you to Chris Pianowski and Mayor Brubaker on that. Also to approve the contract for the Lorraine County Board of DD for our Murray Ridge students for the 24-25 school year. To approve the Meta Solutions Master Service Agreement. As you can see, we're starting to do all the contracts for next year. To approve the overnight athletic field trip for the EHS boys soccer team for soccer camp at Ashland University. And that concludes my action items for this evening.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent. May I have a motion to approve the items recommended by the superintendent as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Additions, corrections, discussion? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Superintendent, other.
No other, but I have personnel action items.
Okay.
First of all, the retirement of the following staff members. We have Rose Hess, who is a school nurse, and Brad Miller, school counselor. I know Brad has at least 30 years in, and he's been here a long time. Rose Hess has been only a few years, but she's done a great job, and we'll miss both of them. Also to approve the appointment of we got a new daily substitute. That's wonderful. To approve the following district and non-district game workers. To approve the following OHSAA tournament game workers listed below. To approve the retirement of the following classified staff. Jackie Belo, 36 years with Elyria. She's not here, is she? No. She was? Okay. She's been with us since she was an ET back at Edison, I believe. Way back in the days. I think I subbed there a couple times with her. Also, Debbie Bonowitz at the high school, 26 years. She was at Franklin as well. And Kathy McAvina, who's been at Franklin, Hamilton, and a few other buildings for 24 years. So thank you to those three for their service, and we wish them well. Also, to approve the resignation of the following classified staff, and to approve the appointment of the following classified staff. We have the need for an approval of an unpaid leave of absence for a classified staff member, and that concludes my personnel action items this evening.
May I have a motion to approve the personnel items as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Question? Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Item N, other personnel recommended by the superintendent?
No, just my superintendent's report tonight, and I'd like to first echo what the treasurer Colleen said. You know, it was very heartwarming last night as we saw the totals come in, especially after the last 5 years we've all gone through, to see that the community is still so supportive of education, and We really thank the Elyria citizens and everything they do to support us, from the beautiful new buildings, I think was the last time they supported us, and these two levies represent 20% of our operational budget, and it really would have been catastrophic had they not been passed. So again, thank you to everyone who was involved and everyone who voted. We couldn't do it without you. Also would like to say, along with the orchestra, excuse me, our band and our choir received superior ratings during all the competitions in state. Can't say enough about our fine arts program. I will say it's the best. I might be biased, but I'm going to say it's the best around. And if you have a chance, I know spring concerts are coming up. Please try to stop by the Performing Arts Center. Also would like to mention, we had Eastern Heights Elementary was part of the Disney program. Only 4 schools were chosen in the area, and Eastern Heights Elementary was one of them. And can't say enough about the performance. We were all down at Playhouse Square, and they did a wonderful job, and they have 2 more years. So we're excited to see. I know that musical 101 Dalmatians is coming up at the PAC, so if you see that, please come down and watch. Shout out to Brett Larrick and his boys basketball team, district runner-up. And we're expecting more to come next year. They're a young team, but they did a phenomenal job and represented Elyria very well. So proud of everything they do. Also, we have 2 robotics teams going to the world competition in Dallas, Texas, which is wonderful. I think it's in end of April, and they'll be going down there. Wanted to mention to the board, it is hiring season again. Mr. Newark was at his first job fair yesterday of the season, but we just today posted quite a few positions because we have some retirements that are up, and I think we'd love to see some more young or even old, energetic teachers and classified employees come join the Pioneer family. It's a great place to work, and more to come, so you're going to start to see a lot of hiring going on the board agenda. And that's all I have tonight.
That's good.
Board of Education, does anybody have anything?
She made the plug for 101 Dalmatians. Friday is Freaky Friday for Northwood.
Oh, I forgot, sorry.
They have their show at the EHS PAC.
Yes.
So Friday, Freaky Friday for Northwood Middle School.
And Westwood, tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night is March Madness
Okay.
at Westwood Elementary.
Elementary, okay.
Yes.
And what is,
What is that?
I think what they do is a lot of activities based around March Madness, but they're educational, like games and stuff.
Okay.
Last year, it was very well attended.
I'd like to say something about the basketball team too, since you beat me to it.
I'm sorry.
I think they had a great season.
Yes.
Brett, you did a great job, and your staff, freshmen and JVs, they were phenomenal too. I'm looking forward to next year.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
We only graduated 1 senior.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Board policies and regulations, the first reading, to approve the first reading of the following board policies and regulations. Bidding requirements, salary deductions, reading skill assessment, and intervention.
There's
I
2 more on the back.
have a motion.
There's 2 more on the back.
Next
Next
page,
Next page.
top.
I don't have a next page.
Right here. That's just the attachment. There's not 2 more. It's just
Those
the,
2 more for, oh,
it's just the attachments.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the 3.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I got something right here. I was figuring.
may I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
You call that one, Colleen.
I think Andy got it in.
You can
Oh, I was going to give it to you. Mrs. Segwin.
I'm just,
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen.
Aye.
Mr. Hauser.
aye.
Mr. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt.
Aye. We have no executive session tonight, so let's have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Oh,
Mr.
call the roll?
Serpent?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin? Aye. Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye. Thank you all for coming.
Listen.